Welcome back. Now what we need to do is that we need to insert a new movie into the array. And to do that, first we need to check the movies that we have. So let me here check all of the movies. As you can see, we have all of these movies. Suppose that for some reason you want to edit the title or the year. For example, you inserted the year incorrectly and you want to update that year, or even the title. Maybe you have a typo. Maybe you want to fix that for some reason. For example, here we have, let me show you this. We have here Batman Begins. Let's, for example, change the year here. Instead of 2005, let's say 2000, any other year. Let's try this. So to do this, first we need to know the movie ID. So in order to update, we need to know the movie ID, because we cannot update a movie without the ID of that movie. And it's also important to know that whenever we're updating a movie or any resource or any type of data, we also need to get from the user with the ID, along with the ID, we need to get the new or the piece of data that the user wants to update. So let me add here a comment. I'm going to say here create movie, and here for the update. So for the update movie, for the update we also need to use the post request. We need to say at app.post, and the URL again is // and then let's say movie. However, the difference between creating a movie and updating a movie is that the response, the request body takes the movie ID. Unlike creating a movie, when we were creating a movie, we didn't know the ID of that movie because that movie wasn't created yet. So it was just about to be inserted. So it had no ID. Unlike here, whenever we are updating a movie, we already know that movie. We already know the ID of that movie, and we can update it. So therefore, we need to provide the movie ID. So here I'm going to say def, and then I'm going to say update underscore movie. And we need to pass two things. We need to pass the movie ID, which is integer, and we need to pass the movie itself, the updated data, the data that we want to update. And then we just need to say movies. We need to access the movies array, and then we need to get that movie from the array. So we need to say movies, and then we need to say movie ID, because we want to get that movie and store it in a variable, in any variable. Let's say movie underscore to be updated. So this is the movie to be updated, which is this movie ID. Now we have that movie. Now we want to change the title and or the year of that movie. So we have the movie that we want to update. It doesn't matter which movie it is, but it's only a single movie. So we get that movie, and then we need to access its title and its year, and then we need to update both of them or one of them. So we need to say here movie to be updated, and then dot title, we access the title, and it's going to be equal to the movie dot title. So the old title will be overridden by the new movie title that has been inserted by the user, that has been provided by the user. Similarly, for the year, we need to say movie to be updated dot year is equal to movie dot year. So we access the movie that we already have in the array, and then we access its title, and then we change its title with the title of the movie that the user has provided us. And we do the same with the year. We get the movie to be updated, we get its year, and then we change it. We update it with the year of the movie that the user has provided us. And lastly, we just return that new that updated movie to the array. So we need to say movies, 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 movie ID, movie ID is going to be equal to the movie to be updated, movie to be updated. So this movie to be updated here at this point, at this line, it has been updated successfully. Successfully. So here we get the movie. Here, let me add a comment. I'm going to say get movie to be updated. And then the second line, we update title. The third line, we update year. And if the year is the same, and or if the title is the same, it's just gonna insert the same data, and it's not gonna be updated. It's just gonna insert the same title and the same year if the user doesn't want to update, for example, the title or the year. And lastly, we here at this point we insert the movie to be updated, which has been updated at this point. We insert it back into the array, because if we don't do so, it will not update that movie in the array. And lastly, we return. We can return with that movie, or we can return with all of the movies. Let's return with the movie that has been updated. I'm going to say movie to be updated. However, since we are dealing with dictionaries, instead of accessing the title and year like this, we need to access the title and year like this, using the square brackets. Here I'm going to say title, and here as well we need to say title, because in Python this is the way of accessing keys of a dictionary. Here as well we need to say year, and then we need to say year. Let me now save, and let's head on over to the browser to test. And you will find that we have a new post request which has an endpoint of movie. However, in order to distinguish between updating and creating a movie, we need to change their names. So here I'm going to say create underscore movie for creating a movie, and for updating a movie I'm going to say update underscore movie. Let me save one more time. Now if I refresh, we should have two distinct endpoints. We have create and update, and both are post requests. However, the difference is that creating a movie doesn't require an ID. Obviously, it doesn't require an ID. Unlike updating a movie, whenever we are updating a movie, we need to know the ID of the movie that we want to update. Let's now update a movie. Let me here click on it, and let me click on try it out, and I'm gonna update movie number 6, and then I'm gonna here say let's update the title. I'm gonna say title. I'm gonna say Batman Begins. I'm not gonna change the title. I'm gonna keep it like this, but we need to provide it. I'm gonna change the year. I'm gonna say year, let's say 2015, for example. Let me click on execute. As you can see, it has been updated successfully, and it returned the movie that we have updated. And if you want to check that, if you want to make sure that it has been updated, you can use the get all. You can use this endpoint and execute this endpoint. And if you execute this, you will get the movie which is the new updated movie. The date is different, so the date has been updated successfully. So now we know how to update a resource or a piece of data that we have in our API.